Hi, I'm Scott Messer, Director of the City of Columbus's Department of Building and Zoning Services.
I'm Dr. Milton Ruffin, Principal and Director of the Fort Hays Metropolitan Education Center.
The Department of Building and Zoning Services is excited and proud to partner with Fort Hays Career Center. We share the goal of investing in our young people. We're excited about the next generation of people who may work in the construction and development and trades industries. Everyone deserves the opportunity to earn good wages, and the skilled trades industry offers many opportunities for a career path that doesn't necessarily look the same as the traditional emphasis on college.
We're also excited about the partnership with the City of Columbus. We partner with the city because this is an opportunity for Fort Hays students to work with and learn from professionals who previously worked in the skilled trades industry and can share firsthand experience and knowledge of the industry. Our students are learning how to become electricians, HVAC techs, construction workers, and other skilled trades. And this partnership gives our students a chance to see that the possibilities are endless as they follow their career path.
Our hope is that students will be exposed to the role of building codes and inspections in the industry. Students can learn from our inspectors and understand better the role that we have as a regulatory agency and the impact and relevance of the department on construction and trades. And who knows, maybe some of them will be future building inspectors.
The partnership also gives our students a glimpse at another career that is closely related to what they're learning in the construction programs here at Fort Hays. The students will learn that they can become an inspector in the City of Columbus and inspect the same kind of sites where they've worked.
We look forward to continuing our partnership with Fort Hays through financial support, internships, mentorship, and other trainee opportunities.
Partnerships are so important to building relationships and creating opportunities. The relationship with the city provides additional options for our students as they continue on their career path. This is good for our students and good for the future of our city.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really excited to be able to share with you today. And the reason is that we're talking with our seniors now. So you're closer to being graduates than you are to being students. You're closer to the workforce than you are in school. Which means that today is really important, especially for you. More important, I would say, than the juniors, because they have another year of school. You're right at the end now. You've spent all of your time, and it's now time for you to graduate and complete the programs. So we thought that it would be a great partnership. We are very excited that the City of Columbus has partnered with us, specifically with our school, with our students, because they're ready for you. They are now ready for you. And you are ready for them. I'll say that again. They're ready for you. And you are now ready for them. So we have a number of folks here today who are going to be talking with you and doing workshops with you and getting you ready so that all the things that you're learning in your programs now become a reality. How many people here right now have a job? All right, not everybody, but some of you. How many are working actually in the trade that you're studying here? Very few, if any. So that's the reason for this, is now there are opportunities, lots of opportunities for you in what you've been learning and what you've been working at and what you have a great deal of skill at, because you are all really high-level students with high-level skill. And that's what the industry wants and needs. And so with that being said, it's really a pleasure to be here with you. And we have representatives from our mayor's office. We have representatives from city council. We have representatives from the buildings and zone services. And so, again, I wanted to tell you how much that we are very proud of all the work you're doing. And thank you, Ms. Sanders and Ms. Mead and the whole team that's putting this together to make sure that workforce development lines up with all of the things that you need to get done. It's all lining up now. So the next step is right here. The next step, you have an on-ramp right now. So hopefully you understand and take advantage of it. So with that being said, I'm going to introduce Director Messer from the Buildings and Zones Services. So let's give him a hand.
Well, good afternoon. I'm very, very happy to be here. As you saw from the video, we're calling this actually BZS Day here at Fort Hays, Building and Zoning Services. And so we're just really excited to be here. I do want to introduce some of the folks that are here. I have too many people to introduce everyone, but just to highlight, I have my chief building official here, Amit Ghosh. There he is. Give him a hand. Yep. And I also have Dave Daniel, who is over all of our inspectors. And he has a number of folks, a number of inspectors are here today that after we leave this introduction, when you go to your rooms, we're going to have a lot of inspectors who are going to come visit you in your different classrooms. We also have our HR team here. I don't see Kara, but I see Marari and Alex right there. But they're going to also help a number of you to look at our civil service website and actually talk about what jobs look like for the city of Columbus. So that's what we're really excited about. I mean, up to this point, most of our partnership with Fort Hays has been financial support, purchasing a lot of tools, a lot of equipment, a lot of the things that you guys use to actually implement your programs. But this year, we're really kicking off quite a larger partnership. We're going to be doing mentorship programs with our inspectors and a lot of you students. We're going to be doing actual internships. This summer, we'll be hiring 4 people in our department who will work all summer in paid internship programs. We're looking at apprenticeship programs where you'll hear a little bit more about this, but we're partnering with the state of Ohio to implement apprenticeship programs where folks who might be interested in being inspectors, such as yourself, could go right out of high school into an apprenticeship program working for us, earning your way up to being an inspector. The truth is, as a starting certified inspector with the city of Columbus, we pay between $60,000 and $70,000. So it's a very well-paying starting out career path, and that's what we're excited to start talking to you guys about. Many of you probably don't know much about what we do. You're interested in the trades, but a lot of folks who are interested in this career path don't understand the importance of building codes, departments like building and zoning. All of the projects that you'll be working on require permits in whatever city you might be working in. In Columbus, you would have to pull a building permit from everything from building a deck to building a hospital or a skyscraper. It doesn't matter, and everything in between. You're going to need to go through my department. You're going to need to pull building permits, we get plans, and then we do inspections. So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about people who would perform those services for the construction and trades industry. Building codes are going to touch everything that you guys do. We were talking earlier this week, Dave Daniel and I, about the fact that actually building codes date back thousands and thousands of years. As students, you might appreciate the history. There's a ancient code from like 1700 BC called the Codes of Hammurabi, I think it is. And he was an emperor in Babylon who literally carved in stone a variety of rules. If you do break these rules, here's the punishment. And one of the codes or laws from those thousands of years ago was essentially a building code that basically said if you build something, you have to do it right. And if you build it wrong and it ends up harming someone, maybe killing them, then you would be put to death yourself. So we're not putting anyone to death in the building department, but those concepts of building codes and understanding the importance of building codes, the point is they've been around for thousands of years. So we pride ourselves, even though we do implement a code and regulations, we see ourselves as partners with the industry, the trades industry, to make sure that everything's done safely, that everything's done correctly, and that our buildings, that citizens can count on the fact when they walk into a building in the city of Columbus that they're safe. So we're really excited about our partnership. We're looking forward to talking with all of you more about opportunities even working for us. But even if you're going into your variety of trades that you might be interested in, we're still excited about making sure you understand the connection between what you're going to be doing and the building department and building codes and how we touch everything that you do. So with that, I have a couple of people that I want to introduce here today to talk for just a couple of minutes. Tim Galvin is here from the state of Ohio. We are a certified building department, meaning that everything that we do comes from state code regulations, and we are certified by the state of Ohio to implement those. So Tim is here from the Ohio Board of Building Standards to talk for a couple of minutes about what he does in his role. Thanks.
Thanks, Scott. Dr. Ruffin, Scott, thank you for having me here today and including the Ohio Board of Building Standards in such a great outreach event. And it's extremely encouraging and exciting to see so many young people here interested in our industry. The Ohio Board of Building Standards adopts the building codes for the state of Ohio and approve all the plans, do all the inspections, and issue all the final orders to make sure that the buildings we construct are safe for the residents of Ohio. And you may not know this about Scott and Amit and their team, but in 2022, they were awarded the Building Department of the Year award from the state of Ohio. And to frame that for a second, we had some nominations of departments that had employees of maybe 12 or 13, and the city of Columbus has how many employees, Scott? So you can't imagine what a monumental task it was for them to actually win this award. It's huge. And we so appreciate what the city of Columbus is doing for our state. So I am the chairman of the Ohio Board of Building Standards, and I spend about 20 to 30 hours a month on that. And then my day job, I am part of a construction company that's local here. I'm the general contractor member of the Ohio Board of Building Standards. And in September, I'll be celebrating completing my 50th year in the industry. So I'm really hoping that many of you choose that same path. And I had an opportunity this morning to talk with some of your teachers, and you're also fortunate to be in this is such a great learning environment and such a great opportunity timing-wise. We have the Intel plant coming. There's not enough labor in the state of Ohio to complete that project on their schedule. So think about that for a minute. You're coming out in the most opportune time ever in the history of the state of Ohio with so many great projects that are going, so many great companies here, and the city of Columbus willing to take many of you under their wings and train you, pay you to train you, which is just an unbelievable opportunity. So looking forward to that and hope many of you will choose that path. And I know when I was senior in high school, I had no idea what I wanted to do when I got out of high school. So I graduated, and I actually got a standing ovation when I graduated because none of my classmates thought I was even going to graduate. So I struggled a little bit with school, and I got out. I went to work in a factory, and I worked in this factory for about 15 minutes, and I thought, oh, man, this isn't going to work for me. So I was fortunate enough to get a job with the state of Ohio in an engineering section for the Department of Natural Resources, and they trained me, and I had an opportunity to learn engineering and field engineering and be a layout person. And I went from that to working for an engineering firm doing the same thing. And then I had an opportunity, I got hired by a large construction company. Turner Construction hired me to be the lead field engineer on the American Electric Power 32-story tower. So I got to build that project. I was there for 32 months. went on with them, built a few more projects, and then started my own company and owned that company for 34 years. And 3 years ago, my daughter and son bought me out of that company, and I now work for them. So you all have the opportunity to take that same path, and I'm so excited for you. Thank you.
Thank you. So also with me today, we don't do any projects like this and partnerships like this alone, as we mentioned all of our partners in City of Columbus School District, but we also have some internal folks that partner with us. With us here today is Councilmember Rob Dorans, who he is the council member who is assigned to building and zoning. He's the chair of our committee. I partner with him pretty regularly on projects like this, as well as numerous other projects. And he is a tireless advocate for the trades industry, and we have really enjoyed that partnership working with him. And without that, a lot of what we do in terms of the financial support and other programs wouldn't be possible. So with that, I'd like Councilmember Dorans to come up and just say a few words.
Thank you, Director. And I also want to recognize Michael Cole, who's on the Columbus City School Board. So none of these things would be possible, as we're talking about here today, without the partnership of the school board and the school board members to work with the administration and certainly council and the mayor's office and all of our great departments and all these kind of partnerships that we're talking about here today. Want to talk about, you are some of the most important young people in Central Ohio. Yes, clap for that. When Tim talks about the opportunities that exist in Central Ohio right now, there are folks that are desperate to hire individuals with the skills that you are learning right now. Literally, the City of Columbus has their HR department right here saying, I would like to pay you money to come work for the City of Columbus in this industry. When I was a senior in high school, a million years ago, no one was showing up to my high school saying, I want to pay you $60,000 a year, and oh, by the way, you're not going to incur $100,000 of student loan debt. That was not happening in 2004, a million years ago, as I said. So one of the things that, when I say you all are some of the most important people here in Central Ohio, we need you. When you think about Tim talking about his career of building a skyscraper in downtown Columbus, whenever he drives past that place, he will point to that thing and be filled with pride and the job that he did that will last much longer than he is here in Central Ohio. I don't want to date you, Tim, but that's what people feel. They walk around this city and this community and have immense pride in the things that they have done. And you all have the opportunity to join that industry. I'm a third-generation union member. I'm a member of the Electricians Union here in Columbus. My father came out of the Electricians Union. My grandfather was in the Pipe Fitters Union. This industry gave my family a future. And you all have that opportunity. Again, with the amount of things that are happening right now that are under development in Central Ohio, you could have 25, 30 years, whether or not you're going directly into the trades, whether or not you're working with a union, whether or not you're going to work for the City of Columbus. It is an incredible time and opportunity for you to have this in front of you right now. So I know I don't know if it's before or after lunchtime. Is it before or after lunch right now? After. So get it? Maybe a little bit sleepy from lunchtime. Totally get it. But one of the things I will tell you is do not sleep on your future, because you have opted in. You have the ability right now in a growth industry to have an incredible opportunity to build your future here in Columbus, whether or not, again, that is working in the trades, whether or not that's working for the City of Columbus. There is a tremendous amount of pathways that exist within this. You can go, again, from somebody who, at graduation, people are a little bit surprised to be there, to all of a sudden owning a company that has been part of the fabric of Columbus and building it. So I know when you're thinking about what comes next, you all have made an incredible choice about opting into an industry like this to gain the skills that you're gaining right now in high school, let alone the ability for the skills that you have to gain once you leave this place. And again, those skills will translate into literally people here today wanting to hire you, and then in the future wanting to employ you for decades to come. Because Central Ohio does not work if we don't have the workforce to build it. And when I say, again, some of the most important people in Central, people will walk through downtown and see these large towers and think about the lawyers and all these business people that work inside of them. None of that happens, none of it, without folks to build it. And that is why we're in desperate need for more folks like you to really think about their future and their ability to have an impact, not only on Columbus today, but for decades to come, and ensure that they have success for their family. So thanks for letting me chat with you a little bit here today. Good luck on your pathway. Good luck on the rest of the school year. And seriously, whether or not it's with the city or otherwise, there's a tremendous amount of growth and capacity for folks to really gain an incredible career in this industry. So with that, I would love to hand the mic over to Board Member Cole to give any remarks he would like.
Good afternoon, everybody. Come on, no. This is an amazing time to celebrate each and every one of you in this room. Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah. So, absolutely. A5. Now that we're all awake, here's the thing. I want you guys to, if you don't know what the mission statement of Columbus City Schools is, let me share it with you very quickly. Columbus City Schools' mission statement is that each student, not each, that means any one of you individually, is highly educated, prepared for leadership and service, empowered for success as citizens of a global community. These skills that you have the opportunity to cultivate and use are transferable. Say transferable. Anybody can tell me what that means? What does it mean when you have a transferable skill? Anyone? Go right.
Transferable skill, kind of a flexible skill that you can adapt to different career paths.
All right, my man. Okay. See? Each student is highly educated, prepared for leadership and service, and empowered for success as a citizen of a global community. Let me make this transferable piece even more relevant for you. What it means is from Ohio to Azerbaijan, from Columbus to Cairo, you can take this skill with you. You can get paid anywhere in the world. You're needed here in Columbus and Central Ohio, and there's abundant opportunity. Abundant. But this can follow you anywhere you go. A. B, you can do it for as long as you can do it. I am a child, much like Mr. Dorrance, I am a child of this industry. My father just left my house this weekend reinstalling my shower valve. And if I did not have him with the ability to do it, I'd be kicking myself in the tail, paying somebody else $60 to $100 an hour to do it. The point I'm making is that you have a transferable skill that not only benefits you, but everybody around in your sphere of influence. You have a unique ability to give back to the ecosphere wherever you go. And in fact, as a charge, as a union person, it's your charge to gift that skill back to others at your highest level. Does that make sense? All right. So with that, I am also tremendously proud. This is one of the most unique opportunities that this district in its over 100-year history has ever had. We want to continue these types of trends for you all. I'm going to leave you with a challenge, not just to be your best, you already know that. But the other challenge I'm going to leave you with is to spread the word. Can everybody say spread the word? All right, that means you tell a friend, tell their friends, and 3 other friends about this type of program. I want to see it, and I want to work to make sure it's funded along with City Council. We want to make sure that these opportunities continue. But they can't if people don't know about it. Tell everybody else. God bless you. I'm excited for you, and good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks. Well, yeah, so we are all very excited. Just to give you an idea of how busy Columbus is, you've all heard about Intel and a number of other projects. Last year, the building department, we did 50,000 permits were issued in the city of Columbus, and we did almost 100,000 inspections. So this is a robust industry. There's a lot of work being done, and we're really excited about the possibility that maybe some of you will be a part of that. I think the plan is for you to go to your normal classrooms. Like I said, a lot of my team will be in those rooms talking through some more details with all of you and interacting with you. And then our HR folks are also going to pull some people out and actually show you how you could apply for jobs at the city and talk about some of our internships and things that we're going to offer. Again, we're going to be having inspectors serve as mentors for all of you guys, just guiding you through your time here at Fort Hays and providing support. We're going to have some actual job shadowing that's going to start in a few weeks, where some of you would have the opportunity to come and ride along and shadow our inspectors to see what we do in the building department in the summer. We're going to have paid internships we're going to do, and then hopefully right out of high school, some of you will join us as apprentices and actually have a career maybe in our field. So we're really... Yeah, you guys can go to your normal classrooms, and we'll see you in there.
The Building and Zoning Services is now partnering with the Fort Hays Career Center students. We're going to start doing some mentoring programs where we can start coming to the school, spend a little bit of time with the students, answer any questions that they may have, watch and look at some of the projects that they're doing, maybe add some information, and give the kids an idea of, again, what we do, and if it's something that maybe that might be a career path that they may want to try to pursue.
The relationship between the school and the city has been very strong over the years. They have been providing financial support for tools, work boots, all types of things for our construction students.
So in this program, we're basically learning basic construction, learning how to build a bathroom, finish a porch, or anything like that, just simple stuff that help you around the house.
No student loans. They can go out and start earning money, getting paid right away as opposed to borrowing money. If they do get in with a good company, most of those companies will allow them to go back to college and pay for their college to better themselves and better themselves for that job or employment. The building trades are going crazy. We need people, and it's a career now. It's just not a job. You can get a very good career and make a very good living. And that's what we're trying to let these kids know. And then the building and zoning jobs are just a huge part of that. It's also a great career.
It means a lot just because it gives us another opportunity to do more things, because it's not a lot of opportunities like that out there for kids like us.
The City of Columbus hopes to hire graduates from this program so that we can train them as building inspectors and HVAC inspectors. Today we had the Ohio Board of Building Standards come for that specific reason, so that they could see what these students do and they can then become building inspectors and HVAC inspectors. We will then expand those programs also into electric and plumbing.
Thinking about applying to be a carpenter, so during an apprenticeship program, so probably coast construction, that's what I'm thinking about.
Those jobs pay about $60,000 to $70,000 a year. We're looking for people that can work with people, the citizens of Columbus. We look at inspections as we are the resource for people, whether it's a big development or somebody's house. This summer we will hire at least 4 interns that will work 20 hours a week with us for probably 6 to 8 weeks. And then when they graduate, hopefully they will choose to work with us. The City of Columbus, some of the inspectors will actually be mentors in these classes. So if they're interested, even the slight bit, they can start asking questions and start getting in touch with the City of Columbus.